Welcome back, Smutterflies.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
You might, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're not, you should be. We might look a little different this evening because we are upright and ready to fight. We've finally got new fucking chairs, guys. Woo!
Not that she listens to this podcast, but big shout out to my friend Georgia.
Massive shout out.
Who was redecorating her living room and said, you know, these armchairs are going. And I was like, no, they're not.
They're coming here.
They're coming.
Yeah.
And her husband brought them to me.
I know.
I was like, we will pick them up. And her husband turned up with them and the footstool. I was like,
when you text me they're in my kitchen, I was like, how? And you're like, they brought them. I was like, oh my God, that's so kind.
I also had off her, she had in her hallway, like leaning up against the wall, this ginormous silver mirror.
You said.
That was like, you know, like all like ornate.
Yeah. Stunning.
It's in my bedroom now.
Woo!
Watch myself have sex in there.
Oh God, that poor mirror. It probably had
The
such
things
wholesome,
I've seen.
It probably had such wholesome memories. I was like,
It's
this new
a child
home.
like, blowing bubbles by the front door, and then it's me like, bam, chicka, wow.
Yeah. But our back say thank you. My double chin says thank you. If you're watching the clips of this and you're like, B, you're looking like really good this evening. Like, have you changed your meds? Like, are you losing weight? Like, no, this is actually how hot I am IRL. But like, those chairs did me fucking dirty.
They were rocking chairs, so we were a bit like,
you couldn't
hold it on for dear life.
Sam used to like literally sit like in a crunch for the entire recording. I just do not. I have too many roles to be doing that. So I literally I was reclined, and because of the angle, you're like down like this. So essentially, like our table that we record, put all our like cameras on, would always be like looking like I'd always be like this, and it's just not good. So if you're like, wow, B.
So I don't know why I stayed late like that the whole time. I looked disgusting.
So yeah, just massive shout out, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, George.
Can't wait to scrub the internet of all the clips from prior to this.
Let's re-record every episode.
Everything.
Big weekend.
Big weekend. It was wild.
Fun though.
Oh my God, it was just
actually,
so...
was it fun?
I know, we
had a panic attack.
I think we both definitely quite a few cries on the way home.
So why did you make me do that?
So, just for context, I got asked to go talk at a romantasy book club in Newport, which is just over an hour away from us. It's run by the Enchanted Shelf, but it's ran in Arcadia coffee shop in Newport. And Kate, who runs it, is amazing. She essentially, within the arcade in Newport, there's the Craft Emporium, which is like a big...
what a bougie
store.
Oh
my gosh, so bougie. It's like a big shop that like hosts independent, like handmade, different like craft items. So like people have shelves, and she has all of the upstairs, which is the Enchanted Shelf, which is a romantasy bookshop. There are some other books there, like I wouldn't say just romantasy, like but the
romance,
yeah. But there was some even like local Welsh books up there, like but oh my gosh, it's just, and she even sells like bookish merch, like art prints. So we met her at the Daniel Jensen sign-in, and we kept in touch, and we were like, you know, let's just keep in touch. It's just nice to know local people and whatever. And
yeah, well, you know, they were there. It was the first time they'd done anything as a book club.
Yeah,
outside of just the book club.
Yeah.
So they all bought tickets to Daniel Jensen's signing and went together. So we got chatting to them. They were like, "Oh, we're all here together as a book club," and we were like, "We love that. That's amazing."
Yeah.
We said, "Can we give you some bookmarks and stickers?" And they were like, "Yeah, can I give you my bookmark?" Because they had a bookmark for the Enchanted Bookshelf.
They did.
So then, we followed each other on Instagram and TikTok, and, you know, a friendship blossomed, I'd say.
Yeah, it's lovely. And then they really kindly asked to come and talk at their book club about Daughter of Stone. So I attended the one on Sunday, and yeah, it was wild. Like, I don't know, it was...
Oh, guys, they asked me to do a reading from her book. Oh my God. But she didn't know that was happening.
No, when I went back through my messages, she had asked me, but like, this is why I need a PA, guys. Like,
Bee's face when she said, like, if you could just do a reading, you were literally like...
I just forgot.
You turned to me and went, get me a book.
God, like a tear rolling down.
I was like that.
Yeah, it was just like, look, they were amazing, but I think it was my first ever like IRL event, and like, to be fair, like Kate had told me in advance, like, because the tickets, there's not a cost to go, so if you're listening, you're in the area, like, check it out.
Go.
There's not a cost, but she does ask for people just like let her know so she has an idea of numbers. And she was like, oh, we've got like 30 to 35 people come in, and normally it's not that many. And I was like, oh, it might just be like a coincidence, like, you know, because it wasn't that, like, I posted it on social media, but I didn't send it in my street team, because I'd said to her, like, obviously anyone from my street team could have found out and gone, but it was just like, because it's their book club, I kind of didn't want,
you
like,
didn't want to be like, here's all my groupies, like,
and people
know a safe space, isn't
exactly,
it?
and people, like, I just saw myself as like, oh, their book club's going to run for like an hour, and I'm just going to do a little like 10-min, 5-min slot and cool, like that, you know. But it kind of wasn't. It was like people, like some of, I'm going to say you guys, I don't know if you do listen to the podcast, but like people who've read my book, and I like pre-ordered it, so you got it when the paperback pre-orders came out the other day, like showed up like to come see me.
Somebody had the book with them.
I know,
because they bought a signed one, but they said, oh, I couldn't think of a quote, so now that I've got it, can you write welcome to the coven on it?
It was wild. It was just like, honestly, like my soul left my body.
But I know I come across like really like outgoing and like, you know, easy breezy, but I'm not. I've got terrible anxiety, and I'm just a bit of a hot mess. And B was like, can you take payments?
No, sorry, give context, right? So what happened was, Kate was like, bring some books if you want to sell them. So I'd said to Kate, like, how many people do you normally have? Obviously this was before. She's like, oh, we don't have like between like 10 to 20 usually. I was like, do you know what, I'll just order a box of 10 off Amazon. I've got some bookshops that need stock, like if there's leftover, they go in places. I just so happened to have one spare, so I had 11 with me. I set up card payments on my phone just in case. I took like a handful of bookmarks and like one pen, right? And like with the intention of like, honestly, I just didn't think anyone would like want to buy one, which is fine, like, but I just didn't. And they sat me on this throne on like a stage. And so I did
my
the talk.
house, my woman, my chair.
Yeah, literally. And I just like, we did the talk, it went like good. I'm probably like a floundering fish, but like,
you spoke so well. I cried.
Yeah,
because you would just say really nice things about me, and you never say anything nice about me. So I was like, eyes filled with tears. And then because she was talking about me, everyone turned in the room to look at me, and I had like brimming tears in my eyes, just smiling at everyone, like, yeah, that's me.
But Sam, I don't say nice things to you. I say nice things about you, but I don't think the nice things to you in private. But I do speak publicly nicely about you all the time. Oh my god,
you slag me off in your street team. You're like, oh, here she comes again.
I'm like, Mum won't let me do this.
Yeah, Mum said I can't tell you the name.
But Sam purely came as like emotional support, like was sat in the corner, like that was it. So like we finished the talk, and then I was like, oh look, I've got some books if you want to have one and whatever, and just like looked up, and there was
I was like on my phone, I looked up and there was a swarm of people around you. I was like, oh fuck.
And I just looked at Sam and I was like, Sam, like, help. And I'm like, oh, and then she like ran over with all the stuff, and I was like, you're gonna have to help me. I was like, there's so many people. So needless to say, we sold out of the 11, and then took like four
pre-orders, and then
2 more since then have messaged Kate, and it was just, and like still more people came up just like chatting. It was just wild. Like it was, so if anyone was there and was like, you were really unprofessional, I'm really sorry, because it was just very, it just was so unexpected. I think if I'd have been like in the mentality of like a book signing, like, not that you think loads of people are going to come to your table, but like you're in that like mindset.
I'm there to sign, so I'm going to sign.
Like Sam is the most organised person in the entire world. Like if you saw Sam for the pre-order setup, like she's so fucking organised. We didn't like have any prior conversation because we just didn't think.
I would have been making everyone take a ticket and come up when you're called.
And we would have had post-it notes, you would have gone down the line, you would have got, and then it was like everyone wanted their names, and then like I'm super like dyslexic, and I was writing them on like a little ticket. Oh my god.
One girl, because I took the pre-order, so I was writing all the information on my phone, and her name, I think her name was Hannah. Yeah, it was something like really normal name, and I was like, normal spelling? And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay.
I know. It was just like, but it was amazing. Like it was
fantastic. Like, I had so much fun.
Yeah, it was the best. Like, thank you so much if anyone's listening. It was literally the best. Thank you. But it was just like, we just were very ill prepared because we just didn't.
And I don't like to not be prepared.
No.
Like, I would have had those those readers whipped into a line, there would have been no chaos.
Well, and you would have gone down the line. Does everyone want one? Right, here's number 11. Right, you're not like they're going to sell out by the time you get to you. But let me take you we just were very.
And I would have taken the payments along the line. I wouldn't have been doing it stood next to you while you're trying to talk, because they're trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
card or cash?
Are you paying card or cash, please? Do you need a receipt, love? Like, it just like, it was not professional. It wasn't me. Like, because I am so like.
And I am that, but like, to be fair, I'd already preloaded the item into my thing.
Yes,
because
you had.
I did, so like it wasn't.
And then
somebody's
somebody's fucking payment failed, and I fucking,
then
I had a panic
and then we almost
attack.
had a domestic.
Yeah, because B was like, well, you're gonna have to go and tell her the payments failed, and I was like, I can't. And I was like,
my anxiety. I was like, I can't.
You're like, I'm signing, Sam. You have to go and speak to her. And I was like,
I'm sorry.
I nearly paid for it myself because I just couldn't go back over. Like, I just got such bad anxiety. I apologized to the girl 4 times. She was like, it's fine.
And she was like, oh, my bank just like didn't.
Yeah, she was like, oh no, it's refunded me. And I was like, I'm really sorry. Like, do you want a kidney? Like, is everything okay? Literally having palpitations. I came back like covered in sweat. He was like, all right.
So lessons. Our lessons have been learned that even if like the next time it genuinely nobody wants one, that's fine.
I'm never listening to B again when she says, oh, I'll just take a couple because nobody's going to want one. I'm going to be like, fucking load your car up, babe.
But the thing is, like, if nobody does want one, like, that's fine. Yeah. But I think we need,
I've got, because when I started as a project manager, like, they basically gave me access to like the stationery account and just said like, order everything you need. So I ordered like a box of like a stupid amount of reams of paper. So I was like, yeah, why not? And I wanted post-it notes, but like I couldn't buy 1 pack of post-it notes. I had to have like a multi-pack.
Yeah.
So I've literally, I couldn't tell you how many post-it notes I've got in my drawer. Like, I would have been prepared.
We're lessons, and like my card reader didn't show up in time. It was just like,
so I was like on B's phone. I was like, your phone's locked.
To be fair, I think it was just a whole. It was
I was just scared.
It was a whole thing, but we did it, and it's fine. And I messaged Kate afterwards, and she was like, it was really good, and everyone seems really happy. And we took pre-orders after the fact, and like some people even then went online and ordered. So like it was amazing. Anyone who's listening, thanks so much. I was just a floundering mess, which is amazing. Like, I'm so grateful, but it was just.
But this is why I think you should put me in touch with people. And be like, yes, Kate, I would love to come. Can you speak to Sam? Because I'd have got every single detail.
I know, but like, honestly, the amount of admin.
I don't care though.
But Sam, so much, and I cannot, like, if I could afford to pay you, I would do it in a heartbeat. But you can't.
Got me dinner.
Oh, I bought you a shea box of mac and cheese bites and a McChicken sandwich with no salad and a slice of cheese.
Yeah, but I love it.
I know you do. It's not that I don't. There is no, when I have the finances to be able to pay, there is no, I'm not even interviewing. There's no, like, the only thing I will have to hire is like creative social media help. Like, no offense, I love you, but like creativity.
Stick drawings.
Yeah, like I love you. But like in terms of like getting shit done, like there's no interviews, there's no competition.
But I don't want to be paid.
Oh, but Sam, it's so much. It's so much.
Buy me nice things. Give me a copy of your book.
You can have it. I just it's just
nothing
so much.
to give you.
Honestly, it is. Like, I'm not just. I sound like a little whiny babe.
What are you currently reading?
Well, I finished Legend this morning. Oh my god, on the way over. Oh my fucking god, I'm like 74 chapters into The Tempest Blade. Why is it like 100+ chapters?
I need to pick it back
up. How far in are you?
The same as the last time we spoke.
The chapter that I listened to driving over, I literally was like leaning forward so the tears didn't run down my cheeks and like muck up my makeup because we had to film some promo stuff this evening. Like, I can't. I actually can't, Sam. It's like not okay. I never cry. Like, I'm not a crier. Oh my god, I'm sobbing.
I'm back in the gym now.
Yeah.
So,
we want to talk about that shea box of mac and cheese bites that we had on Sunday night.
So I'm going to get back onto it. Yeah. And I listen on double speed anyway, so it's not going to take me long to get through it now.
To be fair, like, I think I'm doing this on 1.25. It depends on the narrator, like what I listen. Yeah. And that's only been like 3 mornings every week going to and from nursery, and I've like bumped up that much. I don't listen to it aside from that, and coming over here on like a Monday. Oh my god, it's fucking wild. It's like everyone's involved. All the big... I just can't.
I've had chapters from everyone now.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah.
Like where I am.
Yeah.
I won't say where I am.
When you say everyone, who?
The 6. All 6 I've had chapters now.
Yeah. Yeah, the chapter I just read, I listened to, I just can't. I don't know what number it is. I'll have to find it and be like, when you listen to this chapter. It was a 70 something, I think 72. And it was a Lara chapter. And I am fucking shook to my core. So I'm listening to that. I just finished reading Legend. And I have started, I'm like a third of the way through. Is it the third Beast of the Briar? And I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know, sorry.
The pink one.
Something Malice? Or is Malice 4?
Forged in Malice or Forged by Malice, but I feel like that's the second one.
No, I'm on Woven in Gold.
Oh, so this is then Forged in Malice or Forged by Malice or something like that. Wild. Fucking wild. That's me. And then what have I got to read next? Ravenminder and Brimstone.
1 week as of recording. I don't know when this comes out. I'm all over the place.
What are you reading?
Audiobook in Tempest Blade, as we just discussed, and I'm going to get it done because I'm back in the gym and I'm trying to be good. Reading The Wrath of the Fallen by Ambervina Cole.
Yeah.
Amber, she's just like, oh, Sam looks happy. Let's shove a fucking knife through her heart.
Oh, God.
I was so happy to have Diana and Sam Keel back on my screen, on my Kindle screen in my life, and now I'm just sad.
Yeah.
So thanks for that, Amber. I yesterday read 200 pages of Woven by Gold.
Stunning.
Or Woven in Gold.
Lovely.
Steve said, I might go on my Xbox tonight. I was like, bye. He bought me a heated blanket, like an electric blanket for my birthday. I put that on.
Oh, you fucking 18.
I'm so cold all the time. And he doesn't like having the heating on because he gets boiling. And he's like, just put more layers on. And I'm like, take layers off. So he bought me a heated blanket. So I was under my heated blanket. I'd sit on top of me on the heated blanket. He was loving it.
Yeah, I was.
Cup of tea. And I read 200 pages. I was just like...
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Obviously, I also need to read Ravenminder.
Yeah.
And Brimstone.
Yeah.
And I've got arcs of the next...
Broken Souls and Bones.
Yeah, which the name escapes me. I'm so sorry. And I've also got the arc of Blooms of Darkness.
The third one.
The third in that series, which I did as my author spotlight. And then I was like, right, well, I need to read book 2 straight away. So I did. Then they sent me all the bonus material. And I was like, And then they were like, oh, well, arc sign-ups are open. And I signed up to it at that time. So, like, I am going back months. I know you told me to stop signing up for arcs, but it was months ago. Ma'am, it was months ago. And now I got that as well. So...
When's that due?
I don't know. I haven't looked at due dates for any of them. Haha. So a lot going on. As always, over-promising, under-delivering.
Shocker. We need to preface this episode because I think we've made a decision that we've shuffled on our episodes once again. So at the end of the Hollow episode, if you listened 2 weeks ago, we were like, right, we're doing Legend. And obviously we still are. But we quickly realised that when we were going to release Legend, after saying it on the Hollow episode, that we would be releasing Legend before the release date, and we're full spoilers. So, yeah, if you're listening to this and you're like, guys, what the fuck is going on? Every time I listen to you say something different. Yeah, what can we say?
Hopefully by the time this comes out, I'll have fucking finished the Tempest Blade.
Oh, we can only hope. So it's a bit all over the place. We essentially didn't want to release this before the book releases.
Yeah.
And it was a boo-boo on our part, but here we are. We're recording Legend. Before we start, as you always know, you can find us on Discord, Patreon, Throne,
Instagram, TikTok.
We've got our very smutty Christmas live stream coming up on the 19th of December, which will be on YouTube. Probably by the time this releases, a link will be circulated in our link tree in our bios. join to listen to our Reads of the Year recording. We're going to have a drink. It's Christmas. It's a Friday. We're going to talk about all the books that we love. And we're probably going to do some kind of giveaway during the live as well. Anything else before anyone admin?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Legend.
It was just fucking wild. Like, when she said the banging was upping, like, I had in mind, I loved it, but it was like 89% fucking.
Yeah.
And do you know what? It was the type of fucking, particularly in the 2 rituals, because there was 2. The first one didn't fucking work, and then it was the second one.
Also didn't work.
That there was such interesting positions that I was like having to reread, because I was like, I need to figure out, like,
when he was laying on his back
in the lake,
and she's having it up the arse, we're laying on top of him, and then also shagged.
yeah. But then the one, I think at one point they were like, her and Brom were like on top of each other, but like 69, and then
he's fucking her,
and then like at one point one of them was like eating her out, and then the other one was up her bum, and I was like, this is wild. Like, absolutely wild. Like, it was just so much boning. And it made me laugh because, and again, I loved it. So it was not, like, we don't talk about books that we poo-poo. This is never in a poo-poo way. But it made me laugh because, obviously, the sister, the fucking weird auntie, says, like, stop having sex with her or you're going to be fired. So I thought, oh, so it's going to be really, like, they're not going to be able to see each other, they're not going to be able to go near each other, they're not allowed to fuck. But, like, no, they literally just fuck more than the first book.
Yeah, and also, he's like, oh, well, I'll fuck Brom then.
Yeah.
Fucking him all the time.
Find me something else.
Yeah,
so find me someone
fine.
else to fuck. And then it made me laugh again because, like, they have that one shag in the library where it's supposed to be all like, oh, secret. And she's like, I can't come to your room. And I'm like, but you're literally like...
When he makes her finger herself in the library.
No, but then he takes her behind the shelves and bangs her.
I know, but that was bloody lovely.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Wanking under the table in the library.
It was just wild how, like, I can understand that, but then he was like, oh, just fuck you, Ed. You know, like, have me up against the shelf. And then, like, oh, we're not gonna, like, you know, we're not supposed to fuck, but, like, let's summon an audience, like, of fucking ghosts and whatever they were, and, like, let's go bang in the lake outside the school. Like... Yeah, it was just made me laugh. Like, it was... And I've also made me realise, like, Ichabod Crane is such a fucking bossy bitch. He just loves, like... He's literally, like, to Karina and Brom, like, right, you follow me, you follow me. Katrina, sorry, Karina, fucking hell. But he's like, you follow me, you do this, and they're both just like, fucking hell. Like,
Brom's a fucking grumpy bastard.
I know, but like, Ichabod doesn't stop. He can't not, like, not just sexually, like, all he does is boss them around. It's funny though. So when we spoke to Karina Halle, like, I was like, okay, I am expecting more banging. Yeah. But this was just like off the charts.
Yeah. A lot of sex in this book.
And I got so far in, like probably like 79-80%. I remember thinking, we've got so much plot to like wrap up. And my thing was like, oh, you've got like, I think it was like less than an hour left of reading. Like 20%.
Yeah.
And like, we're still banging.
So we had Katrina banging Crane and Katrina also banging Brom, but also Crane and Brom banging each other.
Yes.
All like without each other knowing at first. And then they start having the threesomes and whatever. Yeah. But like, it's just so funny. Like him and Brom sharing a bed every night and just like ending up banging is just hilarious.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know what I expected, but like, I don't feel like I thought it was going to be predictable at all, but it completely was not what I expected. Yeah. And then, like, we're so jumping around here, but I just have to talk to you about it, because when I finished it, I was like, what the fuck? And then, like, it finishes, and it kind of, like, not that I expected, but, like, there wasn't kind of any, I feel like it wasn't like every story is different, the way it reveals stuff. This wasn't like a big surprise plot at the end, you know, like, like we always knew that this Gorum thing was like the devil kind of thing. We always knew it was her sister. You know what I mean? So like, there was nothing about the ending that I was like, oh, surprised, really. Like I enjoyed it and I thought it wrapped up really well, but nothing was like, oh, plot twist.
Sister Sophie being Brom's mum.
Oh, the other,
obviously, because he started saying my parents aren't my parents.
Sure.
Then I was like, okay, well, who are his parents? So like, I wouldn't say like it shocked me, but I was like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. And then like the fact that like her mum isn't her mum, they're all children of the sisters, and they just keep reproducing them. So her mum is technically her sister, and
I thought Katrina's mum was her mum.
I
think so.
Brom was Sophie's son though, and basically she just kept having sons, trying to mate one with the other the other coven. The fact that it was supposed to be Katrina's mum, and Sarah, and she was like, nah.
I will say,
and like siphoning powers, that was really cool.
Yeah, because the whole thing of like, well, why didn't she marry Liam? Why didn't she marry Brom's dad? Obviously it's not. Why did she marry Brom, maybe? Can't remember. Why? Like, because it obviously, it isn't like she's like, oh, I was madly in love with him and I ran off, because she's obviously involved. So I was like, and I will say that was a surprise that it turns out like she wanted his power. Is that why she did it?
Yes, but Leona then wasn't her sister, she was her mother, Sarah's mother. They weren't sisters.
Yes.
And like all their faces were decaying under their heads. Weird.
Yes. And so it was a surprise to almost find out that Katrina's mum like wasn't as involved as I expected her to be.
She wasn't, but then like she does say to Brom like, go get our girl, and like it's like,
oh yeah, like I think she wanted it, but I thought she was gonna be like, because you know they have that confrontation, you know, when she's in the bath like bathing in blood, and she comes in and she's talking to her sister, but obviously it's not, and Katrina's hiding, and she kind of says like, well, I'm just here to like get my fill, have my blood, I siphon off them, they keep me alive. That's why I picked Katrina's dad, because he was more powerful than Liam. Like, I don't really like, she does, obviously she's a part of this weird fucking coven and they want Katrina to have a baby, but like
as fuck.
Ultimately I feel like if she was as like into it as I expected, why didn't she do it, you know? So like I think she's quite like self-serving, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, she only cares about her.
Yeah, and I thought
Katrina was the afterthought.
Yeah, and I thought like everything she did was like, I thought she was 100% in cahoots with the sisters.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
when they set her on fire.
Oh, I know.
That was fucking rough.
In the bath, I know.
Yeah. And Katrina's just in the shadows.
Did she die?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, is she dead? Okay.
Yeah, and Katrina's just in the shadows watching. Like,
yeah, I know, watching it. Yeah, it was bizarre. So yeah, like it's not that nothing, because it did, but it wasn't like, you know, oh, the whole plot's been building to like, we don't know who the big bad is, and then there was nothing like that. But that, like, it wasn't an epilogue, was it? It was just the final chapter. But like, oh no, maybe it must have been a final chapter, an epilogue, because it's like 5 years later.
Yeah.
I felt like I fucking done mushrooms in the best way, but like, you know, an epilogue, like I'm not saying they're predictable, but like what they are, it's like a prologue, because if they have like a format, you genuinely tend to, I was just like, the first like couple of pages, like obviously she has kids, she has twins, okay, it's 5 years down the line.
But one is Crane's and one is Brom.
Which is fucking wild. But then like they live like in a polyamorous relationship, but like not out in London, but they tell everyone that Brom is like their uncle. Obviously the kids must, because they kiss in front of the kids, so like obviously the kids must know different. I don't know how they keep the kids quiet, I don't know, but let's just say magic.
The Famke's there as well, and so Famke can deal with kids.
No, but like how the kids not going to school and being like, my dad and my uncle have sex.
Yeah, everyone in my house just has
my
sex
dad
with each
and
other.
my uncle and my mum all share a bed. You know? Anyway, that's me thinking too much into it. But at the end, I literally was like it was just like just so many people.
Well,
I was just like, what's going on?
And they're people from her other books, which is really interesting.
So I think when we spoke, because obviously I've read this now after speaking to her, the vampire that Ichabod references having sex with is supposed to be the guy from Blood Orange. Then Dorian Gray is no, Heathcliff is a vampire in this from Wuthering Heights, which she said that's going to be the next like retelling she does.
Yeah.
And then I think she said she brought in the Van Helsing character, which comes from one of her other series.
Yeah.
But the Dorian Gray that's not from another series. I don't know.
Maybe not yet.
Yeah, I know.
She's got so many ideas in her head.
I was just like...
But can you understand, now that you've read it, can you understand why I was saying to her, I need you to write a prequel about the sisters? Because I need that.
I think to fully understand, like, because you obviously get bits, but like... It would be so interesting to find out, like, how they got to where they were, like...
I'm just so invested in the four of them.
The two sets of... the two sets of sisters, because they weren't, like... Yeah, because there was 2 and 2. Yeah.
Well, Sophie gets killed, doesn't she?
Yes. Yeah.
But they all get killed, actually, in the end.
Yeah, but, yeah.
By a big half man, half spider. And Brom and Crane. But, do you know, for a split second, when she's on the altar, I thought it was the Headless Horseman. I thought Brom had lost control. You know, then he starts speaking into her mind and he's like, it's me, just go with it. Like, I'm going to pretend to finish. Like, but before that, when he picks her up...
Who is it?
It's Brom.
When he says pretend... Oh, she wakes up and Brom's like... What was that? Hold on, remind me. Sorry, my brain's like...
I've just read it. She's walking to the cathedral because they've got Brom. The Headless Horseman like grips her by the throat and picks her up.
Yeah.
And then they take her in and she's on the altar.
Yeah.
And like they're doing like the sacrifice to Brom and saying like, well, you're going to have sex with her and impregnate her.
Yeah.
But then he talks into her mind and he's like, it's me. I'm going to pretend to finish inside you.
Oh,
but, like,
sorry.
I'm in control.
Okay,
I'm in control of everything.
Okay,
but when she gets picked up by the throat outside the cathedral, I was like... He's lost himself to the horseman.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought... Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I was like, the horseman's in control. Brom's gone. Like...
Okay.
And like, I sort of fell in love with broody Brom. I'm still Team Crane if I had to pick one.
Oh, 100%.
But like as the book went on, I started to warm up to Brom.
Yeah.
When he took her to the barn where he took her virginity, because like
it got real freaky. Like... There was some freaky deaky shit. Like, I knew it was going to be freaky, but, like... And it just surprised me. I don't know why it surprised me. Like, again, I think it's probably if you read the trigger warnings, then all of these things... And it's... I didn't read them because I don't have any triggers. Yeah. But, like, the whole Crane, like, really want to fucking put a baby in her. Like, I'm sure it does say, like, breeding kink is one of the trigger warnings, but I was like... Oh my God.
He's proposing to her and being like, I want to impregnate you.
Do you know what's so funny? Sorry, this is such a like random thought about being like I'll say romance reader, maybe not just romantasy, because it's probably true in like dark romance as well, right? Is that you can have a character like Ichabod Crane saying, I want to like breed you, right? And it totally depends on the book whether that's a fucking ick or the hottest thing you've ever read. Because I've read that in other books and it's with like the intention behind it is that it's like not something that the main character wants. So you're like, that's fucking disgusting. But then I'm reading it and I'm like, 10.
Crane.
Literally like holding up my little Strictly Come Dancing scorecard, like 10. Like,
I really like Crane.
Oh, he was stunning.
And do you know, on the similar thread of what you were just saying, sometimes reading like, and again, I said this the last episode, I don't read a lot of dom sub, but sometimes reading like a more dominant character, it gives me the ick when they're like bossing around in the bedroom.
Okay.
Like sometimes it really does it for me. And sometimes I'm like, I'd punch him in the fucking face.
Okay. Yeah.
But Crane really did it for me.
I think like with him, it's done, I say really well. Like not that I've particularly read much of it, but I agree. I think like, because there is, I think it's a scene between him and Brom. I think it's after, you know, the teacher gives Katrina the like opium and then they take it, and I think it's after the first ritual or the second, I can't remember, one of them, and he's like really tired and he's like, I'm just like gutted, like it didn't work, and he says to Brom like, oh, just like do what you know what I mean, let's say do what you want, but like I'm gonna let you take control. I think, and I'm sure there's a scene like that with Katrina as well. Like I feel like there is one. I think it's because there's some give and take with it. It's not just constant, like, everything's on my watch, you're going to do what I say. I think because there's some, like, push and pull with it, it makes it, not as, like you said, as, like, you give me the ick.
I loved it when Brom shagged him.
At that scene, yeah, me too. It was great.
I really liked it.
Yeah, it was just fucking wild. And then, sorry, at the end, I know I'm laughing because it's like not funny, but it's just wild. In the last chapter before the epilogue, when he's like, you can take both of us in one, and they both put their inside. Why am I whispering? They both put it inside her at the same time. Every time I thought like it was like it had like the bonkersness had like was done. It just like went up to itself.
But then I probably not because I'm just fucking mental. Are you like, could that work?
Oh, it does. Like no, but like I've seen porn. Like, there's loads of porn of that. Have you ever seen that on porn?
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh
my
God. My little innocent brain.
Yeah.
What? There were two willies in a vagina. No, one up the bum and one in.
No, there's probably big like. Not to be sorry, this is getting really medical, but like you push a fucking baseball out to watermelon.
I
like
know.
2 penises, nothing. That's nothing.
What it is for me.
I know, but like it can. Bums,
Build up to it.
Anuses, I'm not saying there's nothing supposed to go up there, but
Vacuum.
Yeah, like, and obviously people also do that, you know, like I've literally seen like fucking people with 2 hands up to their elbows in a bum.
Oh.
Yeah, oh my God, literally like.
Oh, in a bum. In a foof, yeah, not in a bum.
Oh yeah, no, you can do it in a bum as well. If you try, yeah.
Put my glove on.
Literally, like diving in, like, oh yeah, like
I'm off the deep
end. What is that diving? Oh yeah, it can be done. But like,
okay,
a vagina is more like made to do that, to stretch, as opposed to, you know. Mm-hmm. That's why like you should always put only flared things up your, because there's a word for it. Can't think of the word.
Okay, moving on from porn.
Cool.
Moving on from you teaching me
that you can easily take 2 penises in your vagina. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but like, how? Are they like laying on top of each other so that they're like both sticking up in the air together?
I think in that scene, she's like the...
Sorry guys, we have to keep stopping starting because there's a fucking helicopter above my garage for some reason.
Helicopter. The 2 penises.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
You can take 2 penises.
Okay, I'll try.
You were asking the position.
I won't.
I think it's that, you know, like with the anal one.
Yeah.
I think it was the same.
Oh, okay.
So he's in like from behind, and then Ichabod went in from the front. So they're like back to back inside her. You know.
Oh, the position doesn't work in my brain, but I'll believe you.
Okay.
Yeah, so her mother was a piece of work, probably killed her father.
But not as much of a piece... Oh, she did. She drained him of his power. But not as much of a piece of work as I expected.
Yeah, older sisters,
I think I was just expecting it to be a thing. And again, like, big fucking spider, he was really fucking scary.
Yeah.
And again, like, maybe this was me reading it too quickly, but Brom... So the Horseman had fully taken over Brom. That's why none of the things were working, because, like, it was...
Well, no, it was that Brom didn't want to let him go.
Yeah, well, he says that, doesn't he? He like, gets all worked up and they have like a big argument.
Brom fucking choosing who he kills. Like, chop the police constable's head off. Chop that guy's head off who touched her in the bonfire.
But I kind of like understand it because he has to do it. So like, well, wouldn't you give somebody that was a cunt? And you know what I mean? It's like fair. And then what else about the ending? Like, I say confused me, but I just was a bit like... So when Brom falls from the tower...
He lands on the Headless Horseman.
Yeah. So they are 2 separate beings. Because I think I kind of thought that they were like... He transformed... You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
The Headless Horseman was like a sentient being, like a ghost type, or like a zombie.
Yeah.
And then Brom had his spirit inside him. So he was like tethered spirit-wise. So sometimes the spirit took over Brom and like made Brom do things. Like when he was like essentially raping her in her room.
Yeah.
That was the Headless Horseman had completely taken over and like Brom didn't have a say. However, when he's doing the killings, it's not Brom doing the killings on his behalf. It's like the physical being of the Horseman is doing it.
So then, 2 questions. First question is, the whole thing was that they needed one person from this one coven's bloodline, and it was Brom's coven, and then one person from Katrina's coven to have a baby.
That baby was going to be a sacrificial lamb to Gora.
And that would mean that it would like,
And then he would grant them immortality.
Yes. understood. So that's why they were vying so desperately for the two of them to have a baby. But then, did they do the Headless Horseman thing to keep Brom from running, and that he would have to come back?
I think so.
That's kind of okay, because I was like, where does the Headless... So, like, the Headless Horseman wasn't required for the whole, like, ritual thing.
No, it's just because Brom wasn't doing as he was told, I think.
They knew he was going to be a flight risk, so they thought if we put this, like, Civil War dead guy in him, like, he's coming back. Right, okay, understood. And then my other question is it sort of implied, then, that when Brom falls, does he know that the Headless Horseman is going to catch him? So. But he does. The Headless Horseman, like, comes to save it. Yeah?
No, he's down, isn't he? And he's been, like, put to bed forever.
What do you mean?
I think he's dead on the floor. I think, like, his spirit is gone.
No, but that's what kills him. That's what... Isn't it Brom falling on him is what kills him?
Dead on the floor.
What kills him on the floor? Why was he...
Well, I think his spirit... Brom releases his spirit and, like, he's finally laid to rest.
Oh, so all along it was, like, a conscious effort that Brom just needed to be like, I don't want you anymore, and he would have gone.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Katrina's probably fuming. I should have backsliced open about 3 times. Like, all that shit. Ichabod is a killer. Like... You had to take it to near death.
Yeah, and then Brom's like, you're not going.
Yeah,
to the Headless Horseman.
Like, yeah, he's like, do you know, I quite like him. And they're like, you fucking for real. Like,
it makes me feel really strong.
Yeah, and they're like, are you actually for... Yeah. Okay, so I didn't know if Brom falling on him was, like, intentional. If he summoned
Maybe it
him,
was. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Yeah.
So obviously I finished it a while ago. Like a week ago.
Yeah.
She got married to both of them.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah.
But I will say, again, no, but like, with it being a polyamorous relationship, it's interesting, isn't it? Because I think it was actually really well done. Because some polyamorous relationships that we've read, like particularly I was reading Beast of the Briar, right? Like, it's very like, we're all in love with each other to an extent. We're cool with the whole, like, it's us, but sometimes just the two of you and there's no jealousy. But there was 100% continuous jealousy between Brom and
little green-eyed monsters, isn't they?
Yeah, but and then she says to Brom, if he asks me to marry him, I'm going to marry him. That's so interesting. And I'd be curious to know, like, but she says if Brom had asked her, she would have said no. But was that because of the Horseman?
I think so.
So if Brom didn't have the Horseman and Crane had come into her life, she would have been absolutely fucked because, like, what does she do? Do you really think she loves both of them?
Yeah.
You do you?
Yeah, I think so.
I just kind of feel sorry for Brom. Like, he's just like a bit of a cuck sometimes.
Yeah, he is. Sorry, guys, if there's background noise. It's a helicopter.
I know.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine the scenario. Find out your husband is cheating on you with your hot next door neighbour, female.
Yeah.
Do you go round and make her eat your vagina?
I mean, consensually, right? Like I need to...
I know, but I was like, am I into this? Am I not into this? I don't know how I feel about it. So
when that scene started playing, I was reading it, and it says, I kiss him, and he doesn't kiss me back.
He doesn't.
And I was like, because don't they say, I think it was in Hollow, someone says, like, you were fucking someone. And I was like, ooh... like, because I'm all for, like, dark, but then I do feel like the consent, it's got to be there in whatever form.
Yeah, and then he lunges and kisses him back.
I know, so I was really worried, and I was like, oh my god, no, is this going to be some kind, and am I going to, like, all of a sudden, like, because I love Ichabod, but like, obviously it was consensual, but would I? 100% I would, but consensually, not
like, you cheated on me with her, but I fancy her too, so I'm having a go.
I just think it's so much better than, like, beating someone up. I think it's a way better.
Yeah, when he's like, oh, you're going to punch me, like, you're going to hurt me, and he's like, I'll probably fuck you.
No, but for, like, the spouse who's, do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's fucking hot. Like, I'm here for that. That's my level of petty.
But you knew he'd killed her. You said to me, I think Ichabod killed his wife.
Yeah, I think I knew that he'd done it because it'd been said too many times. But I knew that it can't have been like a conscious effort to, like, try and put her down. Yeah, I think I thought that it was going to be like maybe his magic, like, okay,
do you know what I mean? Yeah, like accidentally, like,
you know, when he puts his hand on her face, I thought he, like, almost went too deep in her mind that he kills her or something.
And that she was going to die in her sleep. And then I was like, okay, she's still alive. So she was a fucking whiny bitch, though.
I mean,
but then when he says,
then he says, well, I'll divorce you. He's like, you can't divorce me. And I'm like, well, fucking pick, babe, because it's one of them. Like, you know, like, Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like her.
He should have fucking pushed her harder.
Should have kicked her while she's down.
It was like an EastEnders Christmas special, that was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was like, obviously, I had an idea, and I feel like my predictions were pretty decent.
Yeah.
But like, fucking wild. Like that prologue, I was just like, my brain is like.
What did you rate it?
Oh, another 5.
Yeah,
100%.
just like smash through it, like blitz to the end.
Yeah.
Really excited to read it, and like it's just fun, isn't it? When there's that much smut in a book, and like it's like polyamorous.
Yeah,
and,
it was
like,
great.
You know, we're all having a go.
Yeah,
and like, you know, she does like, she's known for being like gothic, dark, like. Yeah, she's known for like her gothic and dark like retellings and like her way of writing. I'm really excited to read more by her. I've heard of her.
Yeah,
but like I just, she's never been like at the top of my TBR, not in a bad way, but just like,
I think when it's just a new author, isn't it? Like you just, you know, but I've had Blood Orange on my TBR for a while now, and like I always intended to read it, but it's really interesting to know that like we have a crossover from Blood Orange and stuff.
We have characters come in from afar.
So yeah, it was just fun. I loved it. And I think like what surprised me the most, but like I think in a book like this, like as an author, like obviously of course the plot was great. It was like engaging, like kept you going. Yeah. But like as much as you're reading it for the story, the other half is you're reading it for the
level of spice that she delivers.
And like the I don't say taboo, but like you know, and I think like I expected it to be amped up, but I have to say like props to you because there was so much fucking in that. I think honestly, maybe Kiss the Bastards just because of Len.
Yeah.
But like there was a lot of fucking in that.
And it was lovely.
So highly recommend.
Yeah, 10/10.
So next week, what have we decided? When is this coming out? What have we decided?
I don't know.
We've decided this is coming out after Daniel Jensen.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Hollow, Karina, she had Halle in the interview. Yeah. Karina, Halle, Daniel Jensen, and then
Legend.
This. So this is now actually, when you listen to this, is the beginning. It's like
something of December.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Is it Brimstone next? Or is it Ravenminder and Lindsay Cummins?
It is Ravenminder, Lindsay Cummins, then Brimstone.
Ooh. Ravenminder comes very highly recommended.
I'm fucking buzzing for this. Like obviously at the time of recording we haven't started yet because we're way in the past.
Yeah.
But I am fucking buzzing for this one.
Yeah.
Buzzing.
I wonder how much I'll have got through by the time this comes out. Whether I'll still be reading but fucking 10 books and have authors.
You better not have signed up to any more arcs. I'll be really angry. And when if we do decide to listen to this, I hope our pop-up event in Warwick went well.
Oh yeah, congrats to us. Hope everybody likes you.
And if you're listening because you found us from that, hi,
welcome to the chaos.
We don't normally have fucking air raid helicopters going overhead every episode. Am I forgetting anything?
I don't think so.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Lovely.